Hi guys, this is Meenu. Welcome back to my channel Storytale. Today we're going to be talking about It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. If you have been watching my videos for a long time, or at least the last year, you know that I am in love with Colleen Hoover writing. I have really loved her books last year, and that is why I have picked up this time her one of the most popular book, which is It Ends With Us. It also has a second part which name as It Starts With Us. I have not actually read that one. I've just finished It Ends With Us. I'm not so sure that I want to read It Starts With Us because the way the first book ended, I'm not so sure that the second book is going to live up to that expectation. And I've also read some reviews, and those reviews are not that great. Many people are saying that the second book is very unnecessary. But anyway, if I'll ever get time, I might read it. But right now, let's talk about It Ends With Us. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the spoilers, so the spoiler warning is in place. The story is about Lily, who is someone who loves gardening, and she comes from a very broken home. Her father was an abusive one, and he used to beat her mother all the time whenever he was angry, and that is what she grew up with. She saw those things through her eyes, and that is why she hated her father. And when we start the book, it is with her father's funeral and how she does not feel anything about it. She does not feel sad. She was actually happy that he actually died, because he was an abuser and he was abusing his wife throughout his life. The night of her father's funeral, she meets a very handsome and very enigmatic guy who is Ryle. Ryle is our second main character. He is very charming. He is very good with his words. He is very handsome. Instantly they find this connection, and instantly they are attracted to each other. Soon they start to form a relationship, but of course not everything is as good as it seems. The troubles start, problems start. I'm going to talk about that later. There's also a third main character in this book, who is Atlas. He is basically the first love of Lily. She met him when she was in school, and he was a homeless person. She really took care of him. She fed him. She gave him clothes. She gave him a place to stay. She was really close to him. She also was in love with him. But after one bad incident with her father, who actually kind of beat him really bad, almost killed him, they kind of got separated, and after that they did not meet for many years to come. After being in relationship for few months with Ryle, she meets Atlas, and after that, of course, the feelings and everything kind of start up, but she cannot actually work on it because she is with Ryle. Well, the best thing about this book is that you might think, oh, Ryle is the main guy, he's like the perfect guy, because when you see him from the start, he's very charming, he's very good with her words. Like, he is like our main character that we have seen in almost other books, like especially Penelope Douglas books. He's very sexy. He's like everything is perfect and everything. But of course, not everything is as it seems. Ryle actually has a very dark past, and there's also a very big secret that he has been hiding from her. The worst possible thing that can ever happen to Lily is to end up in a same relationship like her mother did. Ryle too is also an abuser. Whenever he gets angry, he kind of blacks out and he starts beating Lily. It was, of course, a very big shock to Lily because she did not actually imagine him to be like that. But he kind of became her worst nightmare. What kind of confused Lily is that he is such a charming person, such a good and nice, kind person. But when he gets these episodes, he kind of changed into a very different person. Like, he really starts to hurt her very badly. All of this, of course, puts a very big strain on their relationship, and Lily kind of gets separated from him. And after that, she also starts to contemplate her life, what she is and everything. And what the worst thing that ever happens to her, or also the best thing, that she gets pregnant in the wild with Ryle's child. And now she's kind of in a very difficult position because she does not want her child to grow up in an abusive home, but she also does not want the child to grow up in a broken home. So of course, all of these feelings and all of this confusion is what actually makes the main plot of this book. When I first started this book, I did not actually imagine it to be like this, but the way it went after the second half, it's like amazingly done. The way this book talks about abuse and what actually goes through a woman's mind when she is being a victim of abuse is done brilliantly in this book. We see all the side of abuse in this one. Of course, Ryle is someone you cannot forget, but you also see that when these episodes are not there, he's actually a very good, kind man. But again, that does not discount what he actually does to Lily. So again, like Colleen Hoover does, she puts you in a very difficult position. She makes you question things about life, about people. She shows you that everything is not black and white. There's a line between that, and that is the line she does very good with. There's also talk about how we like to blame women when they are in this relationship, that why is she is even in this relationship, why she is even going through with this relationship and everything. But of course we are not in her shoes, so we do not understand what is actually going through their mind. So that is also is shown very well in this book. I also like the fact that even though the book showed Ryle as a good person, as a nice person, but it did not shy away from actually calling him abuser a lot, and what actually happened to him in the end. So I think that is something that has been done very well too. I do not know what people have problem with this book. To be honest, I did not find any. Maybe I'm ignorant, or maybe I did not understand what is the problem. But for me, I did not actually see much problem with the book. I thought it was a very well written book. It talks about abuse. It shows what actually happened to women, what goes through their mind, everything. I think it was done very well. I do not know what the problem is with the book. If you know something that I'm missing, do let me know in the comments down below. But overall, I'm in love with this book because I also enjoyed the love story between Lily and Atlas. I also like the fact that Lily actually saved herself in the end. Atlas was not the one who actually saved her. It was Lily. From the beginning to the end, she was the one who saved herself. I loved it that she took control of her life from the beginning till the end. I really loved Lily as a character, to be honest. Out of all the heroines that I've read in Colleen Hoover books, I think Lily is by far my favorite. I also loved Alyssa. I think she was a good sister, but she was like the bestest of friend of Lily. I really loved her. Also, Marshall was a good addition too. There were many scenes in this book are very heartbreaking, and it can be of course triggering. So if domestic abuse is something which is very triggering for you, I do not recommend this book to you. Overall, I'm really glad that I picked up this book because I really enjoyed it. It was a very good experience. I really loved this book, everything about it. Colleen Hoover again did not disappoint me. And what kind of breaks my heart is that this is based on true story. This is a story of her mother only. So that is something heartbreaking, but that is also what makes this book very much special, because it is very much close to her heart, and I can see it. I can see the way it is written. It is someone who writes from the heart, from personal experience. So I really enjoyed this book, and I think everyone should read it at least once. Do let me know in the comments down below which other Colleen Hoover book I should read next, and did you like this video or not. And of course, do not forget to subscribe. I will see you next week. Have a great day.